Good evening. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you are having a wonderful day, night, ever you are in the world. Yeah. Try and stay positive. I know it's hard to try and do that, but let's try and stay positive rather than negative. What we're going to be speaking about is like it's wee short stories from Reddit. Um, it's this one's called "How Residents of Monroe, Louisiana, Turned a Heartbreaking Loss into Community Purpose." I'm not sure if it's a true story or not. Um, in the face of a horrific tragedy, this small town came together and decided to create something beautiful. Sometimes you have to leave a place to find out how nice it is. That's what happened to Lindsay Braddock of Monroe, Louisiana. I was a wild child. I left determined never to come back. Who's always said that? I mean, like, whatever area they come from, not going back, not going back, not going back. I've did that many a times, many a times. Mm. Especially the area I used to come from. I was brought up, and I do go back every now and again if I need to. But other than that, because I still got family there, but I don't even bother. It's just I just bother with my myself, my children, my grandchildren, my fur babies. That's it now. Yeah. Sometimes you just fall apart for people, don't you? It was a wild child left determined never to come back. Everybody knows everybody's business, she says. We only came back because my daughter was born with colic and we needed to be around my mum. It turned out to be where friends are family. As a child, she loved to run wild in Monroe's quiet green streets. As a teen, she chaffed at its small town ways. As a mother and her husband, Brett Bradlock learned to love the place all over again. And when they lost their son, Trevor, oh my God, it's a shame, in a tragic fire in 2024, they found out how much the place loved them. The loss of her son has brought the community together. People aren't hurting like us, but they're hurting with us, says Brett. I've lived in lots of places, but the sense of community here, I've never felt that before. See, that's like the place I was brought up in. It's like more community based. I'm not saying this place isn't, but where I am, it's more community based. And where my oldest daughter is, it's very community based. Um, from lost to community, Monroe is a spacious green city, and I do apologise if I butcher this name. Outchua River, a place of slow flowing bayous and low slung homes surrounded by corn and soybean fields. Along West Monroe, its cousin across the river, it's the largest urban area in northern eastern Louisiana. Once a Spanish outpost, later a steamboat town, the Twin Cities home today 6,000 people. One of them was Trevor, just 16 years old, when a late night fire at a hunting cabin took his life. God rest his soul. His family remembers him as a generous and egregious child, wild like his mum, hands on like his dad, the type who clapped too loud in church, but was always ready to join a mission to build a wheelchair ramp or fix a roof. He couldn't sit still in the pew, says Lindsay, but he loved those mission trips. It was only after he died that the family learned how many times Trevor had brought a classmate lunch or a snack. When a football team needed a pair of boots, Trevor gave him his. Honouring his life, in his son's memory, the family launched the Trevor Bradlock Foundation to sponsor Spreading Love. See, that's what I'm all about, spreading love and light, laughter and happiness through random acts of kindness. Almost all of its funds come from the people in and around Monroe. Donations as small as $5. The money goes right back to Twin City residents as small grants, gifts, and scholarships. One of those scholarships, a 5,000 check, went to Anthony Washington, a hard-working high school senior on his way to college. His mother, Rachel Washington, a pastor and Monroe native, called the surprise gift a blessing that reflects the best of Twin Cities. The thing about Monroe is we understand how to help each other out. Rachel says we have had bad things happen, we've had good things happen here too. I work for the city, I've been around mayors, I have been around council people, they truly want to help. This is, I don't know if you can see the picture of the young boy, it's very hard to kind of, yeah. I'm not very good at things. I might actually put him as my wee thumbnail to honour that young man. Um, is it the spirit that earned Monroe its nomination as one of the America's nicest places? The suggestion came from Kenya. In fact, I won't. I'll just try and find a picture of Monroe and just do it that way actually, because I don't want because I wouldn't like my family member on if they passed. So that was not a good idea. So, I say things and then I go, wait a minute. It's that spirit that earned Monroe its nomination as one of America's nicest places. The suggestion came from Kenya Ross, who was anchoring the local TV news on the night that Trevor Braddock died. It was haunting, Ross recalls. People were just shaking. But then Ross saw the community unite around the family. The Braddocks' home filled with flowers. So many well-wishers visited that the police had to put out traffic cones. Area high schools rallied to celebrate Trevor's memory. It goes to show that we can come together for each other, says Ross, building something new. Today's Ross works with Discover Monroe, West Monroe, an economic development group that is helping write the newest chapters for a place whose story goes back to the 1700s. Originally the home of the indigenous Outshire people, later an outpost for French and Spanish explorers. Monroe took its name from the first steamboat that arrived in 1819, launching an agriculture boom. This whole area was kin cotton, says Laura Peppers, a genealogist at the local public library. Then they discovered natural gas, and that's when Monroe really took off. See, it's not that we all pay for gas and electricity, but do you know what? Gas and electricity are actually free. These companies are just ripping the people, the consumers off. Throughout the 20th century, Monroe drew people of all kinds. Italian, Greek immigrants worked the nearby gas field. Emancipated African Americans worked the cotton and corn fields. Interpreters launched businesses, including the crop dusting company that eventually became the Delta Airlines. The Twin Cities grew a healthy foundation of schools, parks, libraries, museums, and natural preserves. Today, it's the region's go-to spot for higher education and healthcare, as well as catfish restaurants, concerts, water sports, and Christmas markets. Monroe's historic downtown boasts a new hotel, and downtown West Monroe is a new kayak dock. Old banks and warehouses are turning into offices and senior housing. this is what I like to see here, is places actually doing things together as a community and building things and creating businesses for and opportunities for young people. It's a shame here in the UK that doesn't happen. A cluster of galleries and studios near the river hosts a monthly art crawl. We're not tearing down our history, we're turning it into something new, said Peppers. The area now includes a growing population of Asian, Hispanic, and other newcomers, joining white and African American families who've been there for generations. A real melting pot, says Peppers, and even as the twin cities evolve and their traditions hold strong, including their faith tradition. Whatever faith you are, we have a church and a mosque or a temple or a synagogue. Pepper says, whoever you are, we have a place for you. See, to me, I don't care what religion you anyway, it's about the people, communities, they're all coming in together. And that's where it should be. Not this arguing and fighting. Oh, I don't like you because you're that faith, or I don't like you because that faith, or I don't like you because you're that colour of skin, or I don't like you because you're big or thin, or that needs to stop. It's about being respectful towards each other, no matter what and who you are in life. Imperfect, but full of love. Exactly. None of us are perfect. We just go out and try your best each and every day and go after the dreams because we all can conquer them at one. Even if you get so many knockbacks, keep going for it because you know what? You're gonna, your dreams will come true. Imperfect, but full of love. Monroe isn't perfect, of course. There's crime and poverty and festive politics everywhere. Do not trust any politician or a lot of these rich elites. A lot of them are not good people. They're all in it together. You see the argument on both sides, but guess what? They're best buddies off camera. But there's opportunity too in southern hospitality and very few traffic jams. It's not too fast and it's not too slow, says Rachel Washington. Some people need that medium speed. For the Braddocks, giving back to this diverse and growing community has proved a balm. It gives us purpose to get through the pain, says Brett. Though the Trevor Braddock Foundation, through the repeat that, through the Trevor Braddock Foundation, they have raised and given away more than $100,000. They paid bills for needy neighbours, sponsored worthy causes, and handed out dozens of scholarships. Well done. I love hearing this. Amazing, amazing. It's like love it. Oh, it's living light to them. The the one that went to Anthony Washington came completely out of nowhere, says his grateful mum. The £5,000 scholarship will help her son, a tuba player, studying music at Grambling State University, home of legendary Tiger Marching Band. It shows us that somebody cares about us, she says. It means the world, and if the Braddocks still hurt, they also know that Trevor would be proud of what they do. They hope to keep helping Monroe for as long as Monroe will help them, which should be a long, long time. Just yesterday there was a gift at our door, says Lindsay. The note just said, we're thinking of you. It's been 17 months and almost daily we get a donation. They haven't forgotten. Why trust us? For more than 100 years, I was just talking about the thing is, eh, that was obviously the last of that wee part. And it's just in telling you why you trust to Reader's Digest. It's because it's been over 100 years for them, and it's been for its heartwarming true stories and focus on community. And I do remember when reading the magazines. I don't know, does anybody remember reading the magazines of Reader's Digest? Um, I don't know if you get it in America, but we did here. And the stories are very angry. I've got actually magazines and some of the stories are in it. I might actually read some of them out. But what this goes to show is when something tragic happens, a community like that gathers round and helps. And I think that is awesome. And that's what we should do, is come together united rather than divided as individuals. It doesn't matter what colour of skin you've got, what religion you are, these people in higher power want you, all of us divided over religion and political things. It's all a scam. So please, please, please come together united rather than divided. I'm going to leave it here and sending love and light and good night. And please, please take care of each other. Okay? Good night.